Type 2. Diabetes. All you need to know and natural supplements to regulate blood sugar. In today's fast food and convenience-driven world, where time often seems more important than health, a silent but growing health issue continues to rise. Type 2 diabetes. This long-term blood sugar imbalance isn't just for older people anymore. It's spreading worldwide among people of all ages, driven by modern lifestyles, junk food, and not enough exercise. BeautyOnlineServices.com will provide you the detailed guide on type 2 diabetes and an effective treatment solutions. Contact us on 020102941 or 0550691107. Type 2 diabetes is indeed a sugar disease, but it is also a very complex metabolic condition that quietly affects the body's internal workings. To understand its dangers, we first need to learn about blood sugar's vital role in the body and see how ignoring it can lead to devastating, lasting consequences. What is the best treatment medicine for type 2 diabetes in Ghana? If you have type 2 diabetes, the body doesn't make enough insulin or doesn't use insulin as well as it should. This causes glucose to build up in the blood. Over time, high blood sugar levels can damage your nerves, blood vessels, and organs, leading to serious health complications like heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, eye problems, and nerve damage. Concerned about type 2 diabetes treatment? We have some good news for you. We offer you a package of natural supplements that has been used for centuries for its medicinal properties. These supplements help reduce the amount of glucose produced by the liver and improve the body's sensitivity to insulin. They also help stimulate the pancreas to release more insulin, help to control blood sugar levels by preventing the breakdown of incretin hormones, which stimulate insulin release and suppress glucagon secretion, a hormone that raises blood sugar levels. Insulin is a hormone that helps the body move glucose from the bloodstream into cells. Improving kidney function to remove excess glucose from the blood through the urine mimics the effects of a natural gut hormone called GLP-1, which slows down digestion, increases insulin production, and suppresses glucagon secretion. Our type 2 diabetes supplements and remedy pack contains multivitamins and mineral supplements, a natural source of metformin, and vegetable powders such as broccoli, spinach, and garcinia, a fruit that contains hydroxycitric acid, HCA, which helps suppress appetite and reduce food cravings. Broccoli is a cruciferous vegetable that is rich in glucosinolates. Glucosinolates are compounds that have been shown to have a number of health benefits, including the ability to promote insulin sensitivity and reduce blood sugar levels. Broccoli is also a good source of dietary fiber, which help to slow down the absorption of glucose into the bloodstream. Spinach is a leafy green vegetable that has a very low glycemic load, which is a good source of magnesium, and a mineral that help to regulate blood sugar levels. Contact us on 020102941 or 0550691107. What is blood sugar and why is it important? Blood sugar, or glucose, is your body's main fuel source. When you eat, carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, which then travels into your bloodstream. Then the hormone insulin, released by your pancreas, acts like a key to let glucose into your cells so it can be used for energy. Keeping blood sugar balanced is crucial. Too little glucose, and your body cannot function. Too much, and it damages your organs, nerves, and blood vessels. In a healthy person, insulin keeps blood sugar levels in a tight, steady range. How type 2 diabetes develops. Type 2 diabetes happens when your body becomes resistant to insulin, meaning cells don't use insulin effectively, or when your pancreas cannot make enough insulin to meet your body's needs. Because of this, glucose builds up in your blood, and blood sugar levels rise. This doesn't happen overnight. It often starts with pre-diabetes, where blood sugar is high but not yet high enough to be called diabetes. Without changes to diet or lifestyle, or without early diagnosis, most people with pre-diabetes eventually develop full-blown type 2 diabetes. Causes and risk factors. Type 2 diabetes develops from a complex mix of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. Some key risk factors include obesity, especially belly fat, poor diet, rich in sugar, refined carbs, and unhealthy fats, lack of physical activity, history of diabetes in family, getting older, especially over 45, high blood pressure or high cholesterol, polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS in females, chronic stress and lack of sleep. Most importantly, people can develop type 2 diabetes even if they aren't obese. Inflammation, hormone imbalance, and poor nutrition can also play a role. The silent symptoms. One of the most tricky things about type 2 diabetes is how it develops slowly. Many people have it for years without knowing, as symptoms are mild or mistaken for tiredness. Common symptoms include frequent peeing, especially at night, extreme thirst or dry mouth, increased hunger after eating, unexplained weight gain or loss, blurry vision, slow wound healing or bruising, tingling or numbness in hands or feet, chronic fatigue. By the time symptoms are noticeable, internal damage might have already started. The consequences of uncontrolled blood sugar. When blood sugar stays high for a long time, it can cause a lot of harm to almost every part of your body. Some of the most serious complications of untreated or poorly managed type 2 diabetes include 1. Heart disease. Diabetes doubles your risk of developing high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. Too much glucose also damages blood vessels and speeds up plaque buildup in arteries. 2. Kidney failure. Kidneys filter waste from your blood. Over time, high blood sugar damages and scars these delicate organs, which can lead to long-term kidney disease or dialysis. 3. Nerve damage, neuropathy. Too much sugar can harm nerves, especially in your legs and feet, leading to pain, numbness, or tingling. In the worst cases, this can lead to ulcers, infection, and amputation. 4. Eye problems. Diabetes is a top cause of blindness in adults. Diabetes can damage blood vessels in the retina, diabetic retinopathy, and lead to cataracts and glaucoma. 5. Skin problems. People with diabetes are more prone to skin infections, itchiness, and slow healing of cuts and wounds. High blood sugar provides a good environment for bacteria and fungi to grow. 6. Brain health issues. Recent studies link type 2 diabetes to a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease and other dementias, possibly due to inflammation and reduced blood flow to the brain. Type 2 diabetes in younger generations. Once thought to be an older person's disease, type 2 diabetes is now increasingly diagnosed in teenagers and even kids. This is mostly due to higher rates of obesity, high sugar diets, and inactive lifestyles. When diabetes starts early, it progresses faster, and complications appear much earlier in life. The International Diabetes Federation, IDF, and World Health Organization, WHO, estimate that over 500 million people live with diabetes today, and most of them have type 2. It's a global crisis with massive health and economic impacts, especially in developing countries where early screening and treatment aren't easily available. Why awareness matters. Catching type 2 diabetes early can make a huge difference. The sooner it's found, the better chance there is to prevent long-term complications. Regular checkups, blood tests, and knowing the symptoms are crucial, especially for those at high risk. Supplement. Recommendation to regulate blood sugar and prevent the risk of type 2 diabetes. Cinnamon powder is full of powerful compounds like cinnamaldehyde and polyphenols. These help improve how your body uses insulin, lower your morning blood sugar, and reduce inflammation, all key steps in naturally managing type 2 diabetes. It also aids healthy digestion and helps slow down how quickly sugar gets into your bloodstream, which can reduce those blood sugar jumps after meals. Just add our pure, high-quality cinnamon to your daily routine for a natural step toward better blood sugar control. Get your diabetes medication now. 02 29141 or 05506911117